If you could, your thoughts on the W.
Yeah, really happy with it. I think the second set was a huge win for me. 5-3, 40 love, him serving, how good he serves. That was really big. And to break there and then to win that set was huge. He did a great job in the third set. He changed his tactics on me, and it really got me out of sorts. But he did a great job in the fourth, going one break and winning that. So ultimately, really happy with the way I played. He's playing at a really high level as well. So it was a really good match, I thought.
Thank you. Name and affiliation, one question each. So I can go around the room. Jake.
Jake Nissy, Daily Mail. You mentioned the crowd and the role that it played after the match. I'm curious now, having sort of a few deep runs here at the Open, if you feel like your understanding of how to kind of harness that energy from the crowd and use it to your advantage has evolved or changed at all since you've become kind of a more established face around here.
Yeah, I think it's picking your moments. I mean, because you can get so high, because the New Yorkers they'll get excited for anything. So just picking and choosing your moments. Yeah, I've been figuring it out much more. But also, you want to say between the lines a lot. I mean, 3 out of 5 is so long, and every day is different. I played Ben the other day. It was kind of cooler conditions. Today we play. It's quite humid, not very hot, but really humid. So I'm sweating a lot. So I don't want to be like exerting so much energy on celebrations and celebrating points rather than staying in the moment. So just kind of figuring out. But obviously, you always gotta, applaud yourself with separation from the other guy, breaks, and consolidating breaks and things like that. So, but yeah, and then if I'm down, I was down I think in the second set, or sorry, the third set, 3-1, love 40 and had a hold. You get excited there. Just things like that.
In the back, Charlie.
Congrats, Francis. Charlie Eccleshare from The Athletic. Just wanted to ask, a couple of days ago, you went into the Shelton match, probably a 50-50 match, then it looked like you're going to play Novak, and all of a sudden you're in the quarters, you're one of the favourites. How's it been for you? It feels like quite a whirlwind couple of days. Where's your head at?
I appreciate the compliment. They think I'm one of the favorites. I wasn't really thinking about it like that. I'm more just obviously Novak out. To be honest with you, I don't. Alexei's been playing unbelievable. He's won a Master Series. They played 3. This is the third time playing a Slam this year. Alexei's gotten sets off him. Novak just won Olympics. It wasn't for me being a tennis guy, it wasn't the most surprising thing in the world. Obviously, being Novak is a huge win at any point, any time, no matter where, when. But I kind of feel like Alexei had the level, and he showed it tonight. It was a really high level. So I had to come up with great stuff, but. Yeah, I'm not really looking like, favorites and things like that. I'm just day by day, literally. Recovery days, I'm focusing on that. Once match day comes, you start kind of focusing on the match. Grand Slams, 2 weeks. A lot going on. Can't get ahead of yourself and look at what could happen and things shaking out. Everyone's good, so it doesn't really matter who's in or who's not.
Hey Francis, Tamani Gauff from The Guardian. You talked quite a bit about the difficult period you had before this summer. I'm curious if what you've learned about yourself during that period and how, in a positive way, it's changed you at all.
Yeah, this time around definitely changed me because I think it teaches, man. Just don't get comfortable, man. It's the most unforgiving game we have, right? Don't think you got all the answers. Don't get complacent because, the game will test you, man. And it's so easy when you let go of the rope to, go through a whirlwind and stuff. But but at the same time, I think I'm a very tough kid, man. I can. I can turn around things very quickly as long as I, fully put myself there. And also, when you make those tough and right decisions, I think it's huge to have the right people around you. I have great people around me. Friends, family, my agents, making me do the tough thing, making me, put the right people in place for me to start doing well. Having those tough conversations, even if I don't want to have them, have them. So. But everything happens when it's meant to happen, and I'm glad it's happening now because this is the most important time for me.
Brian.
Brian Mahoney, Associated Press. Seems like a lot of guys talk about they didn't have a lot of energy this time of year. It's been a long season. It's a tough calendar. Is there almost an advantage for you because it seems like you care so much about this tournament? Like you can't be tired now. It's that's not gonna that will not affect you.
It's so easy to say that when things go south. I'm tired. I mean, everyone's traveled, everyone's played. Win or lose, everyone's done the calendar. I mean. I don't think that's an excuse. I just think, that if you're not at your best, you're gonna lose. I mean, the depth in the game, as I said, numerous times, is very, 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 very high. If you're not ready to play, if you're not fully present, you're gonna lose. And I mean, you can count it tiredness and things like that. There's no excuse calling. Nobody cares. So, but for me, I'm ready to go. I've been, protecting my energy. I've been, whatever I got to do to be at my best and be able to compete. So. That's all I can say.
Right here in the front.
Cher Taylor, New York Beacon. How did you feel he changed in his game in the third set, and how did you adjust in the fourth set?
Yeah, I guess he played a lot more higher balls. It roped me into coming forward, slicing his backhand much more. Then started passing me really well. It was really humid conditions, so when he was playing slower, it felt hard to hit through him. And I think in the fourth, I started taking my time, stopped rushing, trying to get the points done, and just kind of stay with it. He helped me out there a little bit at 3-2, not making that many first serves in that game. So, but yeah, it was tough. I don't know if that was from him or maybe his coaches, told him that, but it was definitely a good exchange for him.
Edmund Grogan, tennis.com. Did you think that match point went in when you hit the ball off the racket? It was so close.
Oh, the forehand?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I overcooked it. I was like, when I hit it, I was damn. Yeah, when the crowd and the crowd just went nuts. But I was just like, yo, just don't do the automatic call. Don't do the automatic call. And when no one said anything, that's why my reaction wasn't really. I didn't really have one. But yeah, I was just happy it was done anyway.
Reem.
Billie from the National, congrats. We saw on television you caught up with Serena before the match, and I'm just wondering, what's it like having her around now? We saw her saying she's excited to be a fan around the tour.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing her and he's not playing. It's still like it's still wild. But I mean, for her, wanting to come out and talk to me before the match, telling me, she's always following no matter what, telling me it's so good to see, now that I'm done, you're the guy of color playing and doing well. I'm just like, coming from her, I mean, that's a loud sentence. I'm like, damn, that's really, really cool. That she sees me as that, and her telling me she just wants something for the best for me, giving me some game right before the match. How you feeling? Like, where you at? And it's so funny, her asking me that, like, I'm like nervous to respond, because I'm like, she's not someone you're gonna bullshit and just say, like, she's not trying to hear that. So yeah, I was just like, just it's between us. I mean, whatever, our conversation between us, but it was really cool to have her want to talk to me before a match and really say she wants me to do this thing and that I'm capable of doing it. And it coming from her, I mean, it's just so loud. I mean, I don't think it will hit me like that if anybody else said it to me.
Right there.
Francis Sebastian Varela for Clay. Talking about legends, you play your a very important match in 2017 against Roger Federer here. What do you remember from that match, and what it talked you to what you are doing now here in New York that you get so pumped?
I was 19, man. That was a long, long time ago. Well, I think at that time I was like, well, I definitely should be here. That was my second or third U.S. Open. Yeah, third U.S. Open. And I remember I was so amped but so nervous. I'm like, dude, I'm playing Roger. Like, he's going to be wearing an all-black Nike fit. It's going to be sick. Like, New York, like, lights are so bright. I was like, this is gonna be unreal. And then when we went 5, I was just like, yo, am I about to really beat this dude? Like, this is crazy. But I think that definitely just said to me that I'm ready for these moments. I like to be in these moments. I'm comfortable there, and even not winning. And at that time, he had an insane year too. Won a couple slams, so it just made me think that I'm capable for sure.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Francis.
Cool.